So let's shift on and I suppose bring the topic and the conversation back home to the African continent and just see what's up for blockchain's capacity for Africa, what that does look like in Africa, which is what our next speaker will be addressing. Her name is Irene Kiwia. She's my friend. But that's not her claim to fame. Her claim to fame is that she is the co-founder and also the chief growth officer at Adanian Labs. And Irene, we're looking forward to what you have to say about blockchain and what it means for Africa.
I'm very happy to be here. Like I was introduced, my name is Irene Kiwia. I am the co-founder and CGO for Adanian Labs. But in my other role, I am also a co-founder of the Africa Blockchain Center, which is a Pan-Africa blockchain company on a mission to build blockchain capacity on the continent. And I'm very excited to share some of the things that we are doing at the Africa Blockchain Center in building blockchain capacity. So the African Blockchain Center was formed in 2021, around October. And after working with a Pan-Africa Tech venture studio, we saw a lot of interest across Africa with the presence in Nigeria, Kenya, Zambia, Tanzania, and South Africa. So we saw a lot of projects by startups around blockchain innovation, and we decided to set up a center of excellence to ensure that we are active in building blockchain capacity because there's a huge talent gap. So our vision at the Africa Blockchain Center is to ensure that Africa participates actively in the fourth industrial revolution, and we're guided by 4 pillars, which is blockchain capacity building, R&D, and also developing solutions for blockchains. We then started by running a training program where we wanted to develop blockchain engineers, and we came up with a 5-month program that we wanted to be extremely participatory, and we wanted to train young people from across 5 countries, so Tanzania, Nigeria, Zambia, South Africa, and Kenya, and we partnered with Emugo Africa, Cardano, and Algorand to run the program. I mean, what we wanted to do was to ensure that the trainees have an overall understanding of blockchain fundamentals. Oh, it's right here. An in-depth understanding of NFT, the metaverse, and mixed reality, but also just giving them a platform where they can create and innovate solutions that we can explore taking to market. I mean, there's a huge talent gap for blockchain, not just in Africa, but across the world. We talk about these amazing technologies, but there's not enough institutions training and building capacity. And at ABC, we wanted to not just build technical capacity, but we also wanted to build industry capacity. So running blockchain for leaders workshops and ensuring that industry leaders and captains of industries understand what these technologies can do for their different areas. So we do very specialized focused training programs on top of training developers. So it's a 5-month program, and we onboarded 170 students from the 5 countries. It was very interesting because at the end of it, we were only able to graduate 105. I guess, you know, some of the learning challenges, and the program is delivered online. It's virtual. We developed our own LMS, which we're currently also building on the blockchain so that we can enhance the learning and decentralize it. These are some of the core program structures: decentralization in information systems, principles of decentralization, you can all see here. But what we wanted to do was not just to have them understand the fundamentals, but be able to build on multiple protocols, you know, so that we give them options, and the protocols that we focused on were Ethereum, Algorand, Cardano, and there are some interesting insights that I'll share in which one of those the students were very confident in. So recruitment again was done online through partners. It took us a lot to recruit because we're looking for students who already have engineering or ICT backgrounds, and we had to do a lot of pre-selections to ensure that they have the right fundamentals or the right foundation to stay through the course. And so it took us around 3 to 4 months, just the application and filtering through and doing the pre-selections. Some of them dropped out, during the pre-selections. I think we had recruited 350. So by the time we started the program, we had 170 students. So I'm very excited to share that last year in December, we graduated 105 blockchain graduates, and they're open for partnerships and business. We're now working with them to build programs and projects for clients, but we're also seeing a lot of demand from companies coming to us to help them recruit blockchain engineers. For us, our aim is to train 30,000 programmers in the next 5 years, which, when you look at it, is around 500 students per country, if we're to make sure that we train across Africa. And we truly believe that we cannot see the adoption of blockchain in the way that we talk about if we don't address the talent gap. So what happened during the training program also was the students were able to create products that we're currently helping them, develop further. So one of the things, or one of the great things that came out of this program includes, a startup that we currently have incubated called Cripsense Digital. And I think Alice is here in the room somewhere. But the students were able to build different solutions, and these are some of the areas of interest that we saw innovation around. So judicial systems, social media solutions, healthcare, elections management, agri-tech, edutech, sorry. So there's around 30 projects, that are currently in our R&D around these areas that we are further developing and looking forward to forging partnerships and going to market very soon. And these are some of the protocols that the students showed more interest learning from. So Polygon, Filecoin, Solana, Near, and Algorand, also Cardano, and luckily we had a great partnership with the Cardano team, so they were able to give us their experts to help in not just training, but also mentoring the students. So some of the key lessons learned is, yes, we need to do a lot more in addressing the talent gap on the continent. It will definitely take a collaboration approach, which means, we need to get some problems from the industry so that we can create demand-driven solutions. And we can't do these things in silos, because we will develop the solutions, but if we don't have the scale partners or the people who will then use these products, it will be another one of those programs. So there has to be a very proactive intentionality on how we move forward. And some of the opportunities that we see is, we're open for partnerships, not just from blockchain protocol companies, but also from the industry. And if you are looking to develop solutions, we have the talent. If you're looking to research or maybe use some of the tools that we've built, we have a couple that are across sectors, but we need to create better use cases for these things. But we also are open to partnering so that we can train industry leaders so that we create the demand. I mean, there's a lot of conversations on blockchain. We sit in these conferences, we have great discussions, but we now need to move to actuation of these conversations. So bringing policymakers in the room, industry leaders, and the talent that is needed. We're also open to partnering on our R&D. I'll be around for the next 2 days, so if you're interested to explore further, please find me. But some very interesting use cases have been developed from the students that we have trained, and we look forward to ensuring that within the next 12 months, 24 months, we take some of these tools to market. Thank you.